going on, y'all? It's your boy Colas here, and we're tuned into another episode of TJ Foodies. My beautiful wife, the reviewer, is over here recording me as I'm talking to y'all. So right now we're here in Scottsdale, Arizona. We just kind of got off our flight, so we're really hungry and we want to get some food, right? So we're over here at SugarJam. I think that's what's called. SugarJam The Southern Kitchen. I think that's how it's said.
I think it is.
So we're about to get in here and get some food. I don't know what we're gonna get yet, but we're gonna keep you all updated on what that food is looking like, and you know, we'll kind of give you our first takes on what it's tasting like and whatnot. So stay tuned and we'll let you know what we think.
All right.
What's going on, y'all? So we're back here at SugarJam Southern Kitchen, and we finally got our food. I told y'all that, you know, I didn't really know what I was gonna get. I had to look at the menu and stuff, but if you look here, I kind of got a couple different things. So I got like a thing of chicken wings to share with Cajun fries, so you kind of get to see the look of what that looks like right now. And then like I got the Catfish Po'boy. It has greens, and then it has a thing of, what is it, apple coleslaw? Is that what it's called? Apple coleslaw?
Yeah.
Okay. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to try each thing, and I'm going to tell you all what I think initially just from eating it.
All right, go ahead.
What do you think I should start with?
Start with the po' boy.
Okay. All right, I'm going to take a bite real quick.
And you got the catfish po' boy.
Right.
We'll be thinking.
It's pretty good. That sauce has a slight kick to it.
Yeah.
Lettuce is good. It's like really fresh. I need to try some of that tomato though, because I didn't really get to bite into that.
Okay.
See what that's tasting like with the catfish. But at least you were not. Look at that. It's all saucy too. Look at that.
See.
And this bun's soft too.
Cool.
Lost a piece of lettuce. That was good. That was really, really good.
Yeah?
Like I said, it has a nice bit of spicy tanginess to it. It's not like spicy, like it's hot. Like if you're a hot lover, you probably wouldn't think it's hot at all.
Okay.
But it's flavorful. Like it's fresh, it's soft, so that's pretty good.
I want to try them greens.
Yeah. Let me try them greens.
Greens is on slam. If I can interject here.
You said the greens are slamming? Okay, let's check it out.
Let's check that out.
They definitely have some heat to it, slight heat to it.
Yeah.
They're flavorful. I taste slight sweetness or something.
Do
There's
you?
something else there that I taste. I can't put my finger on it.
Okay.
But I taste something else. Maybe the sweet peppers. I don't know. But I taste something else kind of sweet.
Cool.
It's pretty good.
Okay.
Yeah, but it's flavorful. It's not too salty or anything like that. So, yeah. Let me try some of this coleslaw, by the way. I hate coleslaw, y'all, but I'm just going to try it for the review. We're going to see what's up with it.
Put that on the po' boy.
I don't know about putting that on the po' boy, though. Let me try it by itself first and see if I like it before I do that. Looks like it's looks a little saucy, you know. It's like spilling out and creamy. It's spilling up out the cup and everything. Dang. You just don't want to get on my fork, huh? Okay. All right, do you? Whatever. It's definitely fresh. I can taste the apple sweetness. I didn't get that because it fell off my fork. It's pretty good. Not your typical coleslaw, honestly.
Okay.
So I actually kind of do like it. I'm not gonna lie.
Okay.
I do like it.
Cool.
Because it's just different than like the really mayonnaise-y coleslaw that I pretty much throw in the trash anytime I get like a meal.
Gotcha.
Yeah, so I actually like it. I like it.
Okay.
All right, let me try the fries and the wings real
This
quick.
looks good. Look at that.
They do. They look all crispy and stuff. Look at that. They got like a nice little seasoning to it as well too.
Yeah.
So,
Okay. Go ahead.
Let me try the fry first.
Okay.
Yo. When I say these fries are seasoned, they're seasoned. I mean, like, yo, like they're giving Five Guys competition.
Oh snap!
I like Five Guys fries.
I like Five Guys.
I really
too.
like these. These are crispy. They're seasoned well. They taste fresh. They don't taste old or anything like that.
Cool.
Like these are really
nice
good.
Little crisp.
Very good.
Good.
I'm very impressed.
Okay.
Now let me try.
Let's try some of them
Let me
wings.
try the chicken now.
Okay.
We'll get to that.
What you thinking?
If Heaven had a chicken wing, it'd be this. It would be this. I feel like this chicken wing came from Heaven onto my plate, and then I was like, yo, like where have you been all my life?
I'm so done
This
with
might
you.
possibly be the best chicken wing I probably have had. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Let me look at that. Let me get.
Look at that. Look how juicy it is. Look at that. As I squeeze it, you see the juice.
Look at that.
See the juice.
Ooh,
See
that look good. That
Pretty
look good.
So,
Okay.
all right. So I'm gonna have to end before I just tear this chicken wing up
Okay.
while we're doing this. So,
All right.
all right.
This is the reviewer, aka Mrs. TJ, and I am here with my meal. I have the shrimp po' boy, and then I have the mac and cheese. This is like the coleslaw as well, and then we're sharing the wings, which y'all seen earlier with Cola.
You?
So I'm gonna go ahead and get into this a little bit.
All right. Tell us
I'ma
what
try
you're
to-
thinking
I'ma try to-
once you bite into it.
Yeah.
Dang, I saw the shrimp about to fall off that po' boy. Dang.
You want to cut it, honey, in half?
You might need to cut it in half.
I cut mine.
Oh, that's good.
Is it?
Let me get a napkin. Hold on.
What are you getting from it? What different tastes are you getting from it?
I like the crisp of the. You can tell it toasted the bread.
Yeah.
I like the way the shrimp is seasoned. It's really, really good. You know, you got the lettuce. This you can tell it's some fresh lettuce on there. Got this like chipotle like sauce on there.
Yeah. Yep.
I'm really liking how that's all tasting and stuff like that. So yeah, that's really good.
So you feeling it so
very,
far?
Very flavorful. Yeah. Let me get this mac and cheese real quick.
Okay. Yep.
Okay. Got
So
a nice
let's
little.
let's take a look at that little
Oh,
piece
hold
that you
on.
got. What we holding for?
Well, I didn't want it to fall.
Oh, okay. What you
Oh,
getting?
that's good. Lots of flavor.
Lots of flavor?
Okay.
Okay.
I can taste like the pepper. You can see the pepper up in there. There's a little paprika.
Well, let me zoom in because I don't think they can. There
Little
we go.
paprika, something up in there. I like the seasoning in that. The noodles is a different type of noodle. It's not like your traditional like elbow noodle. But I do like the noodle.
Okay.
It tastes really good. It's very cheesy.
Okay.
So I really like the way that the way it's tasting. It tastes really good.
Sure.
So,
Sure.
yeah. I'll try a little bit of the slaw, y'all. I'm gonna try it.
Okay.
I'm gonna try a little bit of it.
We'll zoom in on it so we can just show them.
I don't really like coleslaw, but we gonna
See
try
what you
it.
think. Not feeling it?
Not my cup of tea.
Okay.
But I don't like coleslaw.
Yep.
I tried it for y'all.
See, I liked it. I wouldn't put it on no sandwich, but I liked it.
Let me share.
I don't really like coleslaw.
Good on you.
Let me
So-
share.
I'm just.
That's a southern cuisine for po' boys. Is to put that coleslaw on there.
It may be just this particular one, maybe.
Yeah,
I don't
But I
know.
don't really like coleslaw like that, y'all. So
Yeah.
I think I'm good. All right, let's go into the fry. I'm gonna go into the fry.
You tear it.
You won't lie about the fry. This is
Crispy
good. Crisp,
with a capital C.
seasoned. Very good. Very good.
You guys
see.
got a to-go order to 6 pieces? Yes. Okay, I threw some barbecue in there, some honey mustard, and some ranch.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Okay, let me try this wing real quick. Oh, it's still hot, y'all. Ooh. Oh, that's good, y'all.
Yeah.
Like crisp. Look at that juice. Look at that.
Let me zoom in so they can see that.
You see that right now?
Look at the way that chicken pulsates.
Ooh. That's real good. All right, so I'm about to finish eating this food. And we're gonna come back to y'all later, all right?
All right.
All right.
What's up?
Hello. We are here.
We're back. So. You want to go first? Or you want me to go first?
It doesn't matter.
Okay, I can go first.
Okay.
So, last time that we talked, you saw everything that I had for my meal when we were at SugarJam The Southern Kitchen. I was trying to think of the name, but I had the chicken wings and fries. Actually, we shared that together, and then I had the Catfish Po'boy, and then I had some sides with the Catfish Po'boy. It was an actual meal. So let's start off by talking about the chicken wings and the fries. Yo. I'm gonna say it one more time. Yo.
Okay.
Those chicken wings might have possibly been the best chicken wings that I have ever had from a restaurant. Like restaurant style. Yeah. They were crispy. They were fresh. They were juicy. They were flavorful. Yeah. I wouldn't have changed nothing about them. I mean, those bad boys were on freaking point. Yeah. Like, those chickens weren't chickens from earth. They were chickens from heaven. And the chickens flew down. And somebody killed them, unfortunately. And then cooked them. And then we ate them. And they were on that plate in SugarJam. You know, like, that's what we ate. So, anyway, that chicken was marvelous. It was so good. I actually it's like pleasant surprise good. Because you know, when you eat a lot of restaurant wings, I mean, they're usually like satisfying because, like, you know, who doesn't like a nice wing? Right. But I mean, like, it was like over and beyond good. So with that, I'm definitely just gonna have to give it S tier, y'all, because that wing was fire. Yeah. Now let's talk about the fries. The fries are basically the same thing. Yeah. Okay. Those potatoes came from heaven too. So straight up, those fries were crispy, right? They were seasoned. The Cajun was raging. It was raging Cajun. It was dope. Like, the Cajun was slapped on there, and then like there were like a nice bit of them too. So it was really good. I was happy with the portion of what was there. I was happy with the way it tasted. I was happy with the crispiness, crunchiness, and it wasn't like weird, and like the texture wasn't strange on the inside or anything like that. That was S tier as well. Okay. That whole meal was just like, wow. Good. That meal was fire. Yeah. Okay. So now let's move on to like what I would call the main course, because that was more like an appetizer. Although, I mean, like, that bad boy was main course caliber. Yeah, it was delicious. I did. Well, actually, you know, let me not move on first. I just want to say this real quick about the chicken wings. Chicken wings didn't even need any sauce. I just had to say that real quick. Yeah. Like, nothing. Because even, I think at one point I asked for buffalo. Yeah. And I think, like, the waitress there, she, like, pointed to, like, the hot sauce as if that was buffalo. I don't know if that was just because they didn't have buffalo, or she just didn't, or she didn't know the difference between the two. I couldn't really tell by her pointing at the hot sauce. But regardless, it didn't need it. Yeah. You know? Okay. So, that was pretty much what that was. It was a wing that didn't even need sauce. So, because some do. Some do, yeah. Yeah, I agree. And some compensate with too much sauce. Yeah. By putting like the thing doused in sauce, because so that you can't taste like the flavor of the chicken. Right. Not they wings. Not they wings. I just had to say that. Now we can go to the main course. Okay. So the po' the Catfish Po'boy, that was pretty good. Okay. Like a bun, like the actual like thing that it was in. The bread. Soft. The bread soft. And you know, like you can just tell like it was very fresh. You know, tomatoes fresh in there, lettuce fresh in there. The I like the little remoulade sauce they had too. Chipotle thing. Yeah, it was nice and tangy or whatever, gave it a nice little flavor. And the catfish was pretty good too. So if I had to rate that, I probably would give that maybe like A tier. Okay. High A tier. Okay. The only reason why I wouldn't give it S tier is because it was great, so I'm not slamming it whatsoever, but there was something missing that didn't give it S for me. I can't figure out what that thing was, but something was missing. I don't know if it was that the catfish needed to be a little bigger or what it was, but something should have been added to give it an S. It could have been maybe cabbage, lettuce, or something like that, but I wasn't about to take that like apple slaw and put that in there. We about to get to that in a minute. Yeah. But, I wasn't about to put that in there. Gotcha. Okay. So I'll say high A tier because it was really, really good. Now let's talk about the greens. The greens were pretty good. They had good seasoning. Okay, you know, it was, you know, full and leafy. You know, it was cooked nicely. You know,
Traditionally, that collard green.
Yeah, it wasn't like so brothy that it was just like leaves swimming in the broth and you're trying to fish them out. But it had like a nice little like, you know, like somewhat broth to it, so it was pretty good. Yeah. And it had like little like red peppers in it. So this is my take. I really, really like that. I would have just taken the peppers out. And the only reason why is because I don't really like sweet greens. Yeah. And it gave it a little bit of a sweet pinch, like the type of. Do I got oil in my? Yep. Can you give me? Can you give me? Do I? Yeah. Let me get that. Let me get that. She just did my hair, y'all. So you know the oil's kind of dripping.
Just kind of put it in a ponytail real quick, but you got to grease that scalp.
Yeah, you know, get my hands so I ain't too ashy. You know what I'm saying? So anyway, going back though, yeah, I thought that the greens were good. I just thought that it had a little too much of sweetness. Yeah. I mean, and that's okay. Some people like that. I just am not a fan of that. I would give it probably about B tier, maybe low B tier, because like I think that they would have been straight up S without that, because everything else was great. Yeah. But the peppers took it down for me a little bit because I just felt like it was
a little too sweet.
A little too sweet. Gotcha. Yeah. You know what? Not fair. I'll just give it B tier. I said low B tier. I'll give it B tier because it was pretty good. It just, you know, the pepper just kind of took it down for me. Okay.
Apple slaw.
Apple slaw. The apple slaw was it was not your typical coleslaw, first of all. A little different than your typical coleslaw. Yeah. And it was different because it was sweet, but it also was creamy at the same time. They had little chunks of apple. Gotcha. You know, but it still had like the cabbage, like a restaurant style coleslaw. Yeah. Okay. But it wasn't like a restaurant style coleslaw, because really where that belongs is in the trash can. Like it's gross. It's like super gross. So, in my opinion, I feel like that creaminess threw me off. Like everything else was decent to me. You know, it wasn't like restaurant style where, you know, you get the mayonnaise or Miracle Whip, whatever they use in there to make the coleslaw. And I was willing to try it, you know, because it was different. But even the sweetness didn't bother me. But the creaminess, for some reason, that threw me off. And I didn't really care for that part of it. But it wasn't that bad. So I'm going to go ahead and say, just for sakes of, because everything else was good, that it was fresh. And I didn't even mind the sweetness. I'll probably give it B tier. Okay. Yeah. But the one thing I want to say, let me go back to the greens for a second. I know I'm like being a little indecisive on this video. I'm actually going to upgrade the greens to an A, because really the peppers didn't throw it off that much. Now that I'm thinking again. Yeah. I had to rethink about that one for a second. We're gonna go A tier on the greens. Yeah. B tier on the coleslaw. Okay. You know, because like the pepper, it threw it off, but not so much that it knocked down that much of a peg. Yeah. So I'm going to say A tier for the greens, and I'm going to say about B tier. Ish, like B tier, low B tier for like the slaw. I could have done without it, but it wasn't bad. It wasn't bad, but it just isn't something that, if it's on the menu and I got to pay for it, I would get it. Right. I get you. Yeah. Okay. So, other thing that I was going to say is just thinking about other things while we were there. The server, I think her name was Rain, was the person who served us. So she was really sweet, you know, very helpful. You know, she tried to get stuff to us as quickly as possible. I know things were a little bit slower there because, like, you know, I think it was busy and it was lunchtime. And I mean, we had just got off of a flight, you know, coming into Phoenix, Arizona. And so it was like 12:01 around that time. So it was real packed up in there. Yeah. So I mean, like, they're slow, but it's like, you know, I mean, like, it's lunchtime and it's a popular black restaurant apparently. You know, so yeah, like, I'm not gonna hit her for that or anything like that, because she was attentive and everything that a waitress should be, friendly, like, you know, attentive and all this other stuff. Yeah. So yeah, like, we're gonna say 5 out of 5 on the service, because I mean the way that she treated us was great, in my opinion. Like, so I'll get to my final rating once we let the reviewer do her thing, but that's what I'm thinking right now, y'all. Okay.
So yeah, well, I'm gonna start with the chicken wings and the fries. So we shared that, like we had stated before. Them chicken wings was so good, y'all.
I'm glad you echo my sentence.
They were fresh. They were juicy, which a lot of times for like chicken wings, you know, sometimes it can lose that juiciness if you frying it or whatever.
Yeah, for sure.
And it was very juicy, had a lot
fried
of
too
flavor.
long.
Yeah, fried too long. So it was juicy, had flavor. You know, I liked the way that it was fried. Like everything about it was delicious. So definitely have to give that a 10.
Yep.
The fries were equally as amazing. The fries, they had a crisp to it. They were seasoned. They were nice and hot and fresh. It just delicious. It was one of them things like, damn, maybe we both should have got our own thing, even though that would have been kind of, you know, being kind of.
And then we had our own entree, so that would have been real.
That would have been so extra.
Been real
I'm
extra.
saying that to say
that's like fat behavior right there, baby.
Yeah, that's being
It's
big
kinda
boys
fat.
and big girls,
Yeah.
but you know, whatever. So, but yeah, it was good. It was very, very good. So definitely for the fries, I would say that was a 10 as well. So I had got the shrimp po' boy, the macaroni and cheese, and then the apple slaw on the side. So I'm gonna start off with the apple slaw. I'm not really gonna rate that because of the fact that I don't really like coleslaw like that, so I don't think it will be fair, and I think it was something that I personally just didn't like.
It low-key sounded like you said cold slaw when you said that.
Did I say coleslaw?
It sounded like you said cold slaw, like the slaw was cold.
No. If I said that, I didn't mean to.
I know.
But,
I play with you.
oh.
I play with you.
Oh, so for the apple slaw, I just think that for me, it's just, I don't know. I just don't. I think it just wasn't something for me personally. So I don't think it would be fair to rate it. So I'm not going to rate that. I did try it on the video, but I just didn't like it. But I just think it's because I don't really like your traditional coleslaw type thing.
Sure.
Like I just typically don't, and I think I say that in the video too, that I don't typically even like that.
Yeah.
But yeah, so for my shrimp po' boy, it had the lettuce, it had the fried shrimp on there, and then it had the chipotle sauce type thing on there. The chipotle sauce thing kind of did make it have a little bit of a kick, but I think for me the lettuce calmed it down a little bit, so I was still able to eat it, but it did have a kick to me. So that was one thing I was like, oh, this do got kind of a kick, but I think it added flavor to it, and I think with the lettuce it kind of helped so I could actually eat it. So because of that, and because of how the shrimp was cooked, I liked how it was cooked. It had a nice fry. It was seasoned well. For me, that was a 10. Even though it did have a little kick to it, it wasn't to the point it was so unbearable that I'm like, ugh. And I like the fact the bread had a nice it was toasted and stuff like that too. So it just, everything went together really well, and I really did like it. So for me, that's gonna be a straight up 10. The macaroni and cheese, I was nervous at first because the noodle wasn't your traditional elbow noodle. So I was like, I don't know how I'm gonna feel about it. But you could see the seasonings on there. You could see the paprika, you could see the pepper on there. And I think for a restaurant style, normally you don't get a chance, you don't really see all those flavors like that, pop out. That was the first time I really seeing that flavor kind of pop out like that. So I was like, oh, okay. And then when I tasted, you could taste the flavor. It was seasoned good. It was cheesy. It wasn't it had that thickness to it as well. So it was a good consistency. So it was really, really good. The noodle was a different type of noodle. I don't know what type of noodle it was, but it was really good. And for me, that was delicious. So I gotta definitely give that a 10 as well, because that was amazing. So for my food experience, I really did enjoy everything. I thought it was really good. Oh wait, it's the customer service. Yeah, customer service. So yeah, we walked up in there and they were very attentive to us. They kept saying oh, we'll be right with you. So they were very attentive. They kept apologizing for the wait. One person had came by and said, oh, I'm gonna get y'all a seat outside, and then somebody else didn't know that they had already came. So oh, we're right with you. I'm so sorry about your wait. So they were very attentive. The customer service was on point, even though they were busy. They made you feel okay, we want you here, we're welcoming you, we were sorry about your wait and all that other stuff. So and then our waitress Rain was amazing too. She was very attentive. We knew they were busy, but you didn't feel that stress or whatever was going on because they were busy. They were still attentive. They were still very nice and helpful. So for me, it's gonna be a straight up 5 because they went over and beyond, in my opinion, with their customer service. They made you feel welcoming to be there. I'll just go into my overall and
Sure.
then I'll have you do yours.
Yeah.
So for
Go
my
ahead.
overall, I definitely would say a 5. The food was amazing. Customer service was amazing. It was a beautiful day, so it was a good time to be outside and stuff like that. Even though they were busy, like it was a good vibe, and I really enjoyed it. I definitely like the next time we are in the area, I definitely would go back. So that type of stuff makes me want to keep coming back to business. So yeah. Overall, 5. Y'all did amazing. So definitely will be back. So what you think?
I think I'm gonna have to give them that 5.
Yeah.
I mean, like, it was a great experience. I mean, the food was good, the atmosphere was good, the service was good. I mean, I really have no complaints, and actually I have a few complaints, and the few complaints that I have are so minimal, it doesn't really even knock the rating.
Yeah.
I mean, for me to say, oh, with the coleslaw, it was a little too creamy, like, no.
Yeah.
Like, you get a 5.
No. Yeah. Straight up.
Good job, SugarJam. Y'all did y'all thing.
We'll be back.
We will be back.
So yeah. Well then.
So with
I think that concludes
that's it.
the video.
Yeah.
Thank you all for watching. TJ Foodies. Make sure that you like, comment, and subscribe.
Hit that subscribe button, y'all.
Yeah. Hit the notification bell and all of that. And until next time, we will see you again.
Peace.
Bye.